Hi, my name is Susan Walsh from SalesLink. Today I'm going to be sharing some information with you about presenting yourself at meetings. The information collected was researched from books, videos, and blogs by my team at SalesLink, and we've consolidated it into this presentation for you today. There is other information on our website that I hope you'll go out and read. It's at sales-link.net. But let's get into our 6 tips today for presenting yourself at meetings. Tip number 1, be your authentic self. That means being genuine, being unique. And that will come out by just being present and showing presence at the meeting. Don't let other things interfere and flood through your mind. You're there for that meeting that day, and just by paying attention and showing others that you're all ears for that particular time frame will really come out to show that you can be trusted and that you are a team player there. And that goes a long way with companies today. And I think then that you will form a bond with them and that you will become a credible agent for the company. So let's go tip number 2 now. Visualize how you want to be perceived. That is done by an exercise called framing. And that means putting yourself into a picture frame-like image and think about your body image while you are at this meeting, whether you're sitting at the table or up presenting. You want to make sure that it's open and inviting body language, not closed with your arms crossed in front of you. You also want to be careful of facial expressions. Professional poker players, they actually wear sunglasses so that the other players can't see any kind of eye expressions and they start thinking they know what they've got in their hand. So just be careful. People are watching and looking at you. And then last, body movements. You want to make sure that you limit the amount of rustling and moving and looking at phones and talking to people next to you because it's considered distraction and also that you're not interested. So remember to frame yourself and keep that picture in your mind of how you want to be perceived. Tip number 3. Conveying your points. The best way to convey your points succinctly is by knowing your subject matter. And that comes from research and then that word practice and then practice and then practice. Because you will perfect your message. And by the way, be sure that you buy into what your message is because that's where the strength comes from. Tip number 4, showing passion and expertise in your topic you'll be presenting. That will be even more strengthened by asking yourself the questions of why you are there. There's a reason why you have a seat at that table, and you want to make sure it's clearly defined. And then just going over in your mind what your role with the company that you represent is, as well as the role that you will play for that project. Remember, there's seats around that table. Every seat is going to be filled, and you want to make sure the seat you're in has really counted for your company. Let's go to tip number 5. When you're preparing for your meetings, go ahead and video and tape yourself because it is amazing what you will see when you watch how you video or what you look like when you're talking, and then also your tone. So you may want to raise your voice on certain words to put emphasis. You may want to lower it in other areas, and you might want to use some certain words. But you won't know that until you're watching yourself, and then do it a few times. Practice, get the kinks out, practice, start, scrubbing some things until you get it defined to where you want it to be. There was a study, and 90% of the people who watched videos of themselves had said they wished they had smiled more. So don't forget, when you put yourself in that frame, to smile. And then for our last tip, it's to thank everyone. Remember to say thank you for the invitation and the seat at the table, also for their interest. And then last, thank them for their time. These days, getting 2 to 3 hours with a sponsor is amazing with the fast-paced work lifestyle we have. So they felt it was important to have you come in and sit at their table, and you should be thankful and let them know that you appreciated it. So I hope these 6 tips help you. I wish you luck in all the meetings that you have, and I hope to be talking to you soon. Thanks so much for your time today. Bye-bye.